tous les sens interdits, j'entends tout ce qu'il faut, les vrais, les faux et les non-dits. Je suis une fille et je plante mes talons aiguilles en plein dans ton mille. Si tu te défiles, prends garde à toi, mon cœur, je pleure pour ton manque de style.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul to waste. So if you meet me, have some courtesy, have some sympathy and some taste. Use all your well-learned politesse, or I'll lay your soul to waste. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. Good evening, Legion, and welcome to Tales from the Grim and to Bad Moon Rising, our Urban Shadows campaign set in the fictional city of New Acadia. Think New Orleans and the Buffyverse. You got it. Okay. Tonight, I aim to make the city political and dark, keep the characters' lives out of control and evolving, and we all play to find out what happens, because I don't know. I especially don't know what's going to happen tonight. So if you want to affect what happens, our donation options are below. I'm not saying anyone in particular needs some goddamn help, but Kiana. Anyway, let's go on and meet our cast of characters, starting with returning troublemaker Mal.
Oh, hi. I'm Mal. I am such a fucking troublemaker. Yeah, I'll be playing Oberon, a blue trash fire who's really in a lot of danger now.
Yay. Awesome. Hey, pink trash fire, how you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling fine as in Kiana, the player. I'm very excited to see how this episode is going to go. Ophelia, on the other hand, the pink trash fire tainted, who now has a decision to make, is not feeling so great about that decision. I'm sure we'll get more into it during this game, so we'll see whether she'll decide to side with her friend with benefits or her patron.
I know which I'd pick, but I'm in no danger. Dragon trash fire. Who are you? Who are you playing? How are you feeling?
Hi everybody, Grimjack21502 here. Tonight I'm going to be playing a little Urban Shadows with my friends. Bad Moon Rising. As for who I'm playing, well, he was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain, and he made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. I'm playing Doyle. I'm a dragon. I'm a good guy. Back to you.
Since when? Speaking of a genuinely good guy, Tommy?
Yes, I am.
You are the goodest boy.
I am the goodest boy.
Number one goodest boy.
Number one goodest boy, yes. I play, I'm Tommy, and I play Eden, our resident wolf boy, who really just wants a few simple things in his life, and that's it.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, it's all complicated and gone to hell.
What? No, I thought everything was fine. Oh, I like how we kind of go from like baddest to goodest. This is great. Allison.
I'm the second goodest?
Yep.
Wow. Hey, everybody. It's Allie. I play Sister Claire Fiorentina, late of the Scholastic Sisters of St. Mary Magdalene, the Oracle. I might be in over my head.
Mm-hmm. How's the future looking?
No, I don't know. Maybe we'll make a roll here at the beginning, like an opening session kind of a roll, and just
Why
see
would
what we
do
see.
That? What are rolls? I don't know dice or why we need them. Now for the goodest one, Avery. And
Yay.
that is just, there is no doubt there. There's no room for debate. You can shake your head all you like, but I am right on this.
Oh god. If you thought Claire was in over her head, wait until you meet Evangeline. Yeah, I'm playing Dear Sweet Evangeline, who is our aware. Yeah, she's having a time of it. I feel like I really wanted to get like at this warehouse to see this fight, but also I feel like if she does, death is almost guaranteed. But so I'm very keen to see how this will go.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good and everything's fine. Death is never guaranteed. Avery, never. In RPGs. Anyway, recap. Claire decided to say, screw it, I'm gonna go confront Professor Morgan, aka the leader of the Order of Draconis, about the choking purple mist sitch. Damien insisted he wasn't a murderer, but rather a protector of the mortals of the city. He simply wanted to encourage these supernatural creatures to seek out other pastures. After some discussion, the two thought maybe they could work out a compromise. It's unclear whether or not Claire meant it or whether Damien meant it, but what is clear is he is a supernatural racist and we hate him. After some, I can read my notes. Meanwhile, Doyle met a different member of the Order, Emma Creighton, and they talked about potentially overthrowing Damien and calling a truce. Eden went to pick up Evangeline's changeling on the way to his pack meeting. While the real Evangeline learned more about her situation from both her mother and Aaron. Ophelia and Oberon went about their usual routine, but Oberon's prey was none other than a strung-out Desi. She was strung out on a drug, one single drug. Despite Oberon's callousness, Desi warned him about Belle when he eventually revealed his new allegiance to Ophelia's patron, to Ophelia herself. She was none too pleased. Yeah, that captures it. When the two finally arrived to the meeting Belle had summoned them to, it soon became apparent that she meant for the two of them to fight to the death. Someone had to pay for the death of Killian Mays, and since they both technically belonged to her, or is it belonged because then Oberon suggested instead that the two of them should team up and take her out. But I don't know if it's backtracking. Ophelia, your phone rings. The events in the warehouse just happened. Everything is frozen, and then your goddamn phone rings. What's your ringtone again?
God, it really depends on who's calling.
It's Evangeline.
Oh no. What does she have for Evangeline?
Hot for teacher.
Nope. No. Cut down. Incorrect. No. Oh no. Chat, y'all can come up with a song. It's
Yes.
yes.
I hope it's Kesha.
Yeah.
Okay, your phone rings. It's Evangeline. Do you pick it up?
Yup. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, everyone in this warehouse is staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
Belle, probably Oberon, Kara, Marie, their posse. I believe Peach Quick Spice is here staring at you too. The expressions range from like agog to impressed when you answer the phone at this moment.
Yep.
But you answer it. Take it away.
Ophelia? You're,
Hey, I know you probably call me because it's super important, but this is, I'm, having a time here.
Where are you? I was hoping to meet up with you anyway.
We're at the warehouse.
Turns around to Oberon and be like, wait, in that like quick turn moment of being like, wait, I forgot you could hear that, but she doesn't say it out loud. She just gets
Can I hear that? Does the phone pick that up?
Absolutely, it does.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The warehouse district.
Yeah.
Me, Attica, like, oh fuck, I'm about to like throw Evangeline into danger. But it's like I wanted to meet up with you anyway. It's kind of urgent. I think I'll meet you there. I guess. Is that okay?
Oh, she's just looking around at the crowd, just like docking in everybody, and like the range of danger that it could pose Evangeline.
Oh my god, so much.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, sure. Just like be super careful, and when I mean super careful, I mean like super careful. Careful.
Yeah, it's right. That's something I'll talk to you about anyway. It's
is there
I feel
anyone
pretty
else
good
with you? Is there anyone else with you?
well, my mom's here, and
Okay.
and she just lowers her voice a little bit. So so is Aaron.
Oh, she's definitely. Okay. Maybe not bring your mom here.
I'll try to tell her, but she's pretty hard to convince.
All right. I'm really sorry. I normally wouldn't be the first one to hang up, but I really gotta go.
It's okay. I'll see you soon. To the warehouse.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think she'll just like put her phone back in her pocket.
Put it on silent, please.
Yeah. Yeah, for once she'll put on silence.
Yeah. And there is this, as you look back at the room of people, some you don't really know, some you know very well, your eyes land on Belle. And they're just looking at you, and you can feel your heart. It almost feels like it's beating out of your chest, and you can't look away. And now we see Ophelia, but not in the warehouse. We see her in a bar, a crappy bar. And describe what Ophelia looks like at this time in her life before she had made any deals.
Ophelia had just moved to New Acadia at this point. She was couch surfing because she didn't have a place yet. Just some people that she had met online. And she wears this kind of oversized hoodie, clearly belonged to probably a guy much bigger than she was, and some leggings. So very, very casual look to her. And I think in these clothes you realize just how young she is, barely in her 20s. And she looks much paler and thinner. And even though she probably drinking and chatting it up with some people, she'll have to turn away a couple times and cough into her arm before turning back.
What color is her hair?
Her hair at this point is black. And long in a braid.
As you're sitting there, kind of fresh to the city, there's been some traffic here in this bar, but so far the two most dramatic instances are a freckled ginger girl who's been kind of huffing and puffing in a booth by herself, and a group of, it's unclear if they're like late teens or early 20s, mostly wearing jeans and boots and leather jackets, kind of stormed into the place, started causing trouble, and all this is relatively new. Currently, they are hassling the angry ginger in the booth and just being loud and just otherwise being jerks. But that is where we see you.
Ophelia is feeling restless. Every night she's been coming out here to this crappy bar, looking for kicks, trying to seek out those experiences that she never got to have before, being at home and basically never allowed to go out. And for a moment she thinks about this restlessness, this feeling of needing to do something. The drinks weren't cutting it, the conversations weren't cutting it. And she looked over, and that overlapping with this sense of like feeling heroic almost. And she'll grab her duffel bag, which kind of holds everything that she owns, and pulls out a baseball bat, the thing that she stole from her brother before she left, to protect herself. And she'll walk over to the table and she'll firmly just swing that bat between two people, like where they're standing next to each other, onto the table.
The one who looks to be the leader of this little gang turns to you. He's got kind of brown, like a brown mop of curls and some earrings, and he kind of you see the initial surprise, and when he turns and catches a full view of you, it turns into a snicker. Yeah, can I help you?
You know, you should probably just leave her alone.
We're not doing anything. It's a free space.
You're harassing her. And, like, you're being super annoying to everyone else.
Okay. Are you sure you're old enough to be in here?
I'm not gonna have to prove that to you. Are you old enough to be in here?
I don't have to prove it to you either.
Cool, then we don't have to continue asking those questions. So
Great.
Maybe just leave her alone?
Again, not doing anything, just having a conversation.
She looks over to the girl. Were they actually having a conversation? Were they being super annoying? Because from the outside, it looked really not like a conversation.
She kind of pauses before answering, kind of sizing up the situation. And then just shrugs. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I got fired today, so fuck it. They were being grade A assholes.
She'll just kind of gesture towards the girl as she turns back towards the guy she's been talking to. So that kind of answers the question, right?
Okay. Sorry. There, I apologized. Are you happy? Are you happy? Is everybody happy?
No, I'm not really happy, but like, at least that's a step forward.
Well, how can I help to make you happy? You don't look like a local. I want to be, full of Southern hospitality. So how can I make you happy?
I think she's now finally moved her bat off the table, which had just been on there as this kind of general threat, and just puts it down for a bit. I know, maybe just fuck off.
What if I don't?
I mean, I thought you were going to show Southern hospitality.
Well, I was thinking a different kind of hospitality, but sure, I'll fuck off. He kind of reaches his hand out and puts it on the bat. And makes as if to, like, pull it away from you.
No, she's holding on to it.
Strong grip you got there, Pipsqueak.
Thanks. You want to let go, or?
No, I think I want something to remember you by. And he pulls the bat out of your hands.
I think she definitely makes a grabbing motion for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. He kind of puts his hand out, like to where it's touching your forehead. So, yeah, he's kind of doing the tall person to short person thing. And keeping you enough back to where you can't grab the bat. And no one in the bar is doing anything. You see this girl looking worried and like trying to gesture for the bartender, who goes back into the kitchen.
I feel like gonna kick him.
Okay. Yeah. Do it. Unleash an attack. I want to see how this goes.
Do I use my sheet?
Ooh, just do a straight roll. Just do a flat 2d6.
Fun. That's a 9.
That's pretty good. So, on a 9, you can, first you can inflict terrible harm or take something from them. I think we know what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
But you also have to choose one. They inflict harm on you, or you find yourself in a bad spot.
I'm going to find myself in a bad spot as I take my bat away.
Mm-hmm. So as you are able to kind of duck under and kick him enough to where his hand moves and you can grab the bat, two of the other guys, you feel hands pushing you from behind, like out of the door, kind of into the street or the alley that this entrance is on. And they push you out into the rain.
Yeah, I think she stumbles as she does, dropping her bag. And as soon as she's kind of regains her balance, she spins around, just holding the bat.
Mm-hmm. The three of them are still there, laughing, if anything. Seems they are satisfied with the encounter, though.
Ophelia's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's super angry. And the anger that somebody who greatly underestimates how bad the situation is going to be and overestimates their abilities. So she takes those steps back in and swings the bat at one of them.
Unleash another attack as you hear screams from the ginger girl.
7.
So, same thing. You can take something from them or inflict extra harm, but you also must decide if you take harm or you end up in a bad spot.
We're going to inflict great harm, and I'm going to be put into a bad spot again.
Cool. So as not this one with the mop of curly hair, but another one sees you charging, he kind of steps forward and takes the brunt of the swing. I don't know if he expected you to have such a good arm, such a good batting arm, but you kind of hit him not right on the side of the face, but like here on the side, which swings him out of the way. But with the follow through of this and the strength it took, you start coughing. You feel completely exhausted and you fall to the ground. The other two step forward. Look, this is Central City. It's kind of our turf. So since you're new, maybe we let this end here. How does that sound?
I think even from the ground, she's probably the bat has gone out of her hands and she's trying to grab for it. As she's just coughing and coughing and coughing. Like full chest into it. And even though she can't say it, her gaze says, "Fuck you."
Mm-hmm. So this main one kind of gestures at his friend, who kicks the bat away from your hands. And this first one begins kicking you. And he kicks. And he kicks. Until you see nothing but black. Can't really see stars in the city. You don't know how much time passes. It's still dark the next time you come to consciousness. And you don't feel any better. If anything, you feel like you've had exactly the kind of night that you've had. And the same kind of restlessness still feels you, but you can't even get up. Mechanically, you are at your harm threshold for a myriad of reasons. And then you hear the click, clack of heels on concrete. And you can just make out kind of color and light. There's a pale glow rimmed with gold and red. And this vision comes into focus, and it's a person standing in front of you. Beautiful, big, blue eyes, beauty mark on her cheek, long waves of blonde hair. And she's not, you wouldn't say smiling, but there is this look of not even pity. It's like she's trying to comfort you. And she crouches down beside you. Hi.
Who are you?
My name's Belle. And she kind of looks down at the blood you've spat onto her tan and red outfit. You don't look so good, honey.
I'm sorry. Fuck.
Do you need some help?
I mean, unless you can, I don't know, you're a doctor or something, you can cure an incurable disease.
I mean, it doesn't look that bad.
I think she kind of like smiles a little bit. I'm just imagining what she looks like right now.
I've seen much worse.
No, at least that's kind of comforting.
She kind of leans forward, very close to you, and takes a big inhale. Oh, you're not just talking about the bruising and I think one of your ribs might be broken. You're talking about that. Yes, that is unfortunate.
I mean, unfortunate's like one way of putting it.
Well, I am not a doctor, though I have been. And what I can tell you is it's not incurable. So you can perk up.
I think she furrows her brows. She spent her whole life hearing doctors tell her and her family that nothing you can do about it other than just prolong it. Really?
I would not lie to you. I mean, what would be the point?
No. Do you, like, know how? I just want to live normally.
Normally? Why would you want to be average?
When most of your childhood is being at home and watching everyone else go out and be average, it seems appealing.
You're better than that, Ophelia. And she kind of runs her finger through your hair, even where it's matted with blood.
How did you know my name?
You shine.
I do?
Mm-hmm. I don't think you want to be normal.
I mean, it'd be nice to do more. It's the most I've ever hoped for was normal.
Hope bigger. Come on, tell me. What would you want?
I just want to have fun.
Now that is something that I excel in.
Really?
What? Oh, yes. What would you give to have that more than normal life?
Everything? At this point, I don't have a lot.
You
Can't
do
really go
have
back home.
something.
I do?
And she puts her hand over your heart. I told you you shine.
Are you one of those, like, spiritual people who, like,
Yes, you
talk
could
about-
say that. But I keep my promises. And I promise for some of that shine, I'll show you the most fun you ever had for the rest of your natural born and otherwise life.
I mean, what's the point of eternal soul if you can't have fun on Earth, right?
That is what I have always said. Funny enough, I think you and I are going to get along just fine.
And I think she'll smile up at Belle. First wide one. I think I'd like that.
And she's doing the kind of comforting thing still, smoothing back your hair. And at that point, she lifts up your top half and kind of cradles you a bit. So may I take that as a yes?
Mm-hmm.
Her smile widens and it's like a flash of warmth in a cold, rainy street. And she leans down to your cheek where a droplet has started coming down almost of its own accord. And she puts her lips to it. And it doesn't feel like she's simply kissing the tear away. You feel something leave you, and something come back in its place. If you could see your clear tear, she leans back and it almost goes with her, like a string from your cheek into her mouth. And then something comes back, red and pink in color. And she leans down and kisses your cheek again. And you can feel it. It's like the tear is retracting back into your eyes. And you take a deep breath, one free of coughs or fits. Your first one. And she smiles down at you. Welcome to New Acadia, Ophelia. And we hard cut back to the warehouse. Ophelia, your call with Evangeline's just ended. What you doing?
I think as she's staring at Belle and feeling that racing heart, that locked gaze. Sorry about that. It's one of those, like, super important debt calls. Is she able to tear away her gaze from Belle yet?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cool. And I think she looks over at Oberon. I know you're technically one of Belle's now, but, like, you're super new. I don't think you really get how much I owe her.
That is not something you've ever talked to me about, so no, I don't know.
I owe her, like, everything in my life. And, like, I mean, you're super, like, cute and good in bed and, like, whatever else. But, I mean, I can always just go on Tinder.
I think that's the meanest thing you've ever said to me.
I thought you liked it when I was mean.
I liked it when you're mad. There's a difference.
I like her when she's mean. Oberon, what do you do?
I transform.
Woo! Eden, hey buddy, what's going on? I feel like it's been forever and I just like to catch up. What are you doing?
Well, I was going to get Doppelvangeline.
Yeah. Where y'all headed?
Well, we got that. I've got that pack meeting that I need to go to.
Yeah, that's important.
Over at the old den.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, like, obviously, like, Eden would try to be like, "Are you all right? Is there anything I can do?"
Yeah, I just don't want to go home.
All right. I'm not really sure what all is gonna happen at this pack meeting. I gotta meet with some people and some stuff is happening. But just if you need anything, let me know.
Can I come with you?
Yeah. Like I said, you're kind of unofficially, officially part of the pack. So, yep, yeah.
Is that true of
Yep.
all the girlfriends you've had?
No. Yeah, I've only ever had like one girlfriend, and she was already kind of part of the pack back then.
So you are agreeing that I'm your girlfriend?
Well, we've never really.
She's just looking at you.
If that's what you want, you're cool with that. I'm very fond of you.
She smiles, but then her expression kind of clouds over. Eden, your pack, it's now kind of officially yours?
Yep.
If I really don't like asking people for favors, but if I were in danger from someone, would you all protect me?
Yes. he says that with like no doubt. Like just
I believe you.
I keep my word.
She leans over and kisses you.
Eden is surprised for a moment. But he reciprocates.
Are y'all parked somewhere?
I think we've probably pulled up to like the outskirts of like to the parking, like along the street parking along the park there, where this abandoned. So the den is in this. The den is in this. So there was at some point where someone with a lot of money was like, "Hey, you know what? New Acadia needs a subway system." They quickly realized that in the swamp you can't really build a subway system.
What?
So they built one station, dug underground. It didn't work, and that's this abandoned station in this park, 6th Street Station, as it's known. And this is where the old Eden's old sort of gang used to make their den. It wasn't like a pack. It was more of a gang back in the day, a bunch of hoodlums. But they've made it their. He's made it their official, their official den now. So they're at the edge of this park. There's probably some like kids who walk by that like whistle. Right?
Absolutely. Especially because she climbs on top of you.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. This is definitely moving way faster than I personally thought this was gonna go.
It's I'm not gonna make a Harry Potter reference. It's wet, but I am making the Harry Potter reference, but not like in a good way, and like maybe she's crying, kind of.
This is like a Cho Chang moment. Is this what's happening? Are you Cho Changing me? Don't you do this to me, Lloyd.
No, I'm
Don't
doing
you dare
that.
Cho Chang me.
I'm doing that.
Don't you dare.
It was wet. Well, she sort of crying.
Don't you dare do this. Eden's just like, are you sure you're okay, Evangeline?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
can-
I'm fine. Are you okay?
I'm great. Things
Right.
you and but are you can you can talk to me, right? If you need something.
Yeah, you probably just need to focus on the meeting. So I will let you focus on the meeting.
The meeting can wait a few minutes if you need any, like.
Just promise me you'll protect me.
Yeah, of course, I promise.
Okay. And you
Promise
do
me you'll tell me if you need anything.
I will.
And I guess we head in at this point.
Yeah, some of your pack mates start to show up, and instead of whistling, it's like wolf calls. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we head down, and it's like this, it's the start of like an abandoned station. They've got there's stairs that go down, and there's like a tiled area, and then like the start of where they were digging the ditch for the train tracks and the subway tracks, and then there's like a room off the side that would have been like the, wherever the management room, like they sometimes like the ticket booth room or whatever, and there's like couches down here and like a lot of rugs. There's a lot of rugs down here, just piles of rugs everywhere. Because like you don't really need a couch when you're in like wolf form, so like people just like make nests everywhere.
There's so much pet dander down there.
There's a lot of pet dander down there. But yeah, and what's his name here? Manuel?
Not yet.
Okay, well, Eden will wait until everyone shows up. Like, if Manuel shows up late, like, he'll start the other parts of the meeting before Manuel shows up, but...
Yeah. There's any pack meeting, pack business.
Sort of once everyone's there, Eden looks at everyone. All right, so... got some things to discuss, everyone. First of all, if there's ever a situation where something needs to be done and I'm not available, you either listen to Bruce or you listen to Alessandra. They're like we'll call them lieutenants, we'll say.
Everyone kind of nods. You do see...
Oh, no, go ahead.
You do see some eyes kind of flick over to Evangeline.
Eden's going to ignore that for the moment.
Sure, good call.
Second bit of news. There's some shit going down in the city right now. There is there's a lot of players in town right now. There's different factions. They all seem to be wanting to make a move on the quarter. And, well, I have a strong feeling that shit's gonna be blowing up here soon. And our number one goal through all this is to make sure that our home is protected. And no one comes and messes with us. So in that vein, we are going to be working with the vampires.
So, at this moment, Bruce and Alessandra don't vocalize anything, but you can kind of not really see but feel the hair, like the hair on the back of their neck stand up. Some of the others begin vocalizing their what the fucks. And also at this moment, from the entrance, sorry, we're late. And Mimi and James arrive upon the scene. We made it though. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, sorry, that was me. You would think that wolves don't get lost, but I lost track
I stared
of
daggers
the time.
at James. I stared daggers at James.
Did you get it? I lost track of the time. Did you get that? See how I did you liked it, right? Mimi nods.
I just stare dagger at James.
Yeah.
Good of you to join us.
Thank you. Happy to be here officially with the group.
Are you officially with the group, James?
Yeah, I had a good talk with Mimi here. She has really good opinions about you. So I brought my friends, and Kit walks in, as well as, oh wow, how many NPCs does one need? And Gus is here. Gus.
I look at James. Well, good. Then as your first official bit of business as part of the Lotus Pack, you've all got cleanup duty for the next week for being late.
Do I have cleanup duty? Because I'm not a wolf.
Looks at Mimi. Then why are you in the den?
Why is she in the den?
Do you want to be part of the pack, Mimi?
Maybe I don't. Maybe I have my own pack now, so.
Then this is a pack meeting.
She is trying very hard to cover up her hurt. Fine. Have fun playing general. She would never be able to get that rank otherwise. And she leaves. And James is kind of, which way do I go?
We are working with the vampires because should they take the quarter, that'll leave us alone. With Carmen out of with Carmen gone, we are we have to fill in for her is the wrong word, but we are the most established pack at the moment. We can't count on the CBD wolves to help us out, not when they don't have a leader at the moment.
At this point, you hear a throat clear from the entrance. James spins around first. Someone should really be on guard duty, I think. Because otherwise, this is like the second dramatic entrance tonight. And as everyone's eyes shift, two figures are standing in the entrance. One, a man with tan skin and brown eyes, dark, wavy hair, and a very nice suit, and Faye.
Right. Faye?
Hi.
Nice of you to show up.
Yeah, well, he asked me to come, so here I am.
And I've seen him in passing before. So
Yeah, this is clearly
recognize this as
Manuel
Manuel?
Ordonez.
Nice to finally officially meet Manuel.
So, just to be clear, he says, very kind of, there's definitely an air of elitism about it as he steps into this place carefully.
Rich.
Yeah. So, you, from what I was just hearing, you pledged yourself to vampires, and all you get out of it is they will leave you alone.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot more than anyone else.
If you don't mind me saying, I think my mother would have done things rather differently.
Not your mom, Manuel.
No, that much is clear, but you have attempted to replace her, and
In what way?
in the way that you are forging pacts with vampires on behalf of wolves who are technically supposed to be allied with my family.
All right, and where have you been? Haven't heard shit since Carmen.
Well, I was mourning for my mother's passing, and then trying to figure out who killed her, and I think I may have an answer.
I swear to God, if you say vampires.
My answer is you.
Me. You think I did? You think I killed Carmen? And I just Ian just. Oh, you think I killed Carmen? Why would you think that?
He is not smiling. Faye is not smiling. Well, based on evidence.
What evidence?
He pulls something out of his pocket. Dog tags. Your scent is all over these. And my mother was strangled to death. I managed to retrieve these.
What do the dog tags say?
With your vision, you can clearly see they are yours.
I don't know when those went missing. Okay, so let me get this straight. You think I'm stupid enough to have strangled your mom, who was I owe a lot to. Right? I won't sugarcoat that. It's thanks to her that this area didn't fall to complete shit. Our moms were, if not good friends, then at least good allies. You think I'm stupid enough to have strangled her with my own dog tags and then left it there somewhere someone could find it? In a place full of wolves.
No.
Someone's leading you around by the nose, Manuel. Might want to figure out who that is.
Then let us talk.
Let's talk.
Well, you can talk later. Doyle, what you doing? What's going on? How's it going?
Are they still serving drinks at Coconuts?
Always.
That's where I am.
Cool. Is there anything you'd like to get up to?
No one calls me, so I don't know what's going on.
I know.
Guess I'll just hang out here with all my dragon powers.
Cool. Allie, what's Claire doing?
Claire has left the university. I'm trying to remember. Do I know what's going down at the warehouse?
No, I don't think so.
I don't either. Nobody called me either, apparently. Claire is heading over to Our Lady Star of the Sea Catholic Church, which is where the relic that she carries came from.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going for a very specific purpose. She has some confessing to do.
All right. Is this place, is this somewhere you visit a lot?
It's a place I'm very familiar with. It's not my home church, but I know many of the people there, and Judy, who's the choir master, who helped me to get the artifact of St. Catherine that I'm carrying, is there. And I don't think I've talked to her in this whole 6 weeks since any of that happened. So I'm kind of hopeful that I may catch her, but I know that it's the middle of the day. It is still the middle of the day, right?
No, it is dusk
Okay.
for you right now.
Yeah. Well, there's still a good chance that I can catch one of the confessionals open. And it doesn't really matter who's there. She's not looking for any priest in particular. She just knows she needs to confess.
When's the last time you were here? Was it when you visited her previously?
It was.
Roll your opening session move.
Yes, let's do that, shall we? It's a partial success. Hold 1.
Okay. Great. As you round the corner, remind me what part of town this is in again? I do not have it.
It is sort of Irish Channel, as I recall.
Right. Got it. Cool. Just need to do one more thing. Listen, I have a lot of charts. There are so many charts. Why are there this many charts? I did this to myself. Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. You round the corner. You see a church. This church you've been to. You see an open door, which is a bit odd at this time of night. I mean, the sun's just set. And from within it, you hear screaming.
I'm definitely running in.
Okay. When you run in, you can hear sounds of a struggle coming from somewhere within the church. You hear glass shattering, and you can smell smoke.
This is in the sanctuary? Or I'm hearing this from somewhere else?
You're hearing this from somewhere within the church.
I am how bad is the smell of smoke?
And not bad. I don't know if you hadn't been at the first church, that you would necessarily have pinned it down right away as anything more than like incense left burning too long.
I'm gonna make my way toward the noises and the voice that I heard screaming. I'm trying to be quiet here.
Okay. You can do so. As you get closer to the source of the noise, there is a door, ajar, one that leads down, stairs lead down. it's giving you almost deja vu of last time you entered a church that was being burned. Like intense deja vu.
Mm-hmm. Claire, her gait slows just a bit, and she's trying to think. Well, the first thought that comes to her mind is, I should not do this alone. I should call someone. But then she thinks over everything that's happened, and I don't know who I would call. And so she utters a prayer kind of under her breath and continues moving forward. I'll go down the stairs, again, trying to be as quiet as I can. Are there lights at all, or is it dark? Or
It is dark, but you can see the light of a few candles.
Yeah, I'll keep going downward.
As you get closer and the noises get louder, you see, it kind of comes into view, you see Judy, obviously looking like she was headed out for the night. You see her bag kind of tossed aside. She's in her street clothes, and she is fighting with this very pale man, a shaved head, and a very dirty jacket. You see not quite a manhole, but a grate from the floor has been pushed up and over, and the two seem to be in a struggle. He looks like Judy can definitely hold her own, but this guy seems preternaturally fast. It looks like she's been throwing things at him and just keeping her distance. She has her cross on, and she seems to have it kind of pulled out in front of her. And when he lunges at her, that's kind of what she uses, almost like a buffer between the two of them.
Does it seem to be working?
Yeah, she's still alive.
Is this man's back to me?
Sure.
I'm going to take I just want to look around and make sure that I don't see anyone else in here before I
do
it's something rash.
It's a pretty small room. You would see somebody if they were in the room.
I take hold of the relic of Saint Catherine that's in that vial around my neck, and I just start walking forward toward him.
Okay.
And if I can get close enough to touch him, I'm going to reach out and touch him.
Huh. Keep it cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The move made for this very situation.
Okay. 11.
Ooh, dang, all is well. You are able to do exactly what you want, and I am able to log back into the Roll20 that I just clicked out of.
What I want to do then is unleash an attack.
Yeah, you do. Do it.
Can I use my +1 forward on this then? Is that how that works? I don't remember how that works.
At any point, you may declare something terrible is about to happen and use your +1 forward to prevent it. Yes. So what terrible thing's about to happen?
No, maybe I'm not going to do that because... But... Okay, no, I am going to do that.
Yay.
Yeah, what's about to happen is that this creature is about to... is a vampire who is about to attack my friend Judith and try to make her a vampire or whatever they do.
Okay, so in the same vein of the deja vu before, where you saved, geez, we've been playing for a while. Father Bertrand, you kind of see those moves happening again, whereas it was just the smoke you had to really contend with before. As you're walking toward him, it's like you're moving through water, like you're moving in slow motion, and you see the steps of this fight play out. You see it going on for a while, but eventually this creature just exhausting Judy basically to her death, to where she can no longer keep up with its movements despite this shield she seems to have. And you see her falling, and you see this creature looming over her, and that's the moment when you are able to land your touch. What do?
I want to pour holy energy into him and destroy him.
Cool. How you do that?
Well, I'm unleashing an attack mechanically.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm using the artifact as a weapon is what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, yeah, is it a physical attack or something else?
No, it's something else.
Then I would say let it out might be more appropriate.
Okay.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo!
With my +1.
Oh yes, you're very right. So on a 10+, you can ignore the corruption or choose another from the list. So you can pick one, take +1 forward on the next roll, expand your senses, supernatural or otherwise, frighten, intimidate, or impress your opposition, or take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed.
I will take the corruption. I will take the +1 forward. No, I won't. I will intimidate him and what's the vulnerable thing here that I can take hold of?
I don't know. Tell me.
It's I don't know how vampires work.
Tell me, how do they work? I kind of know.
Yeah. I mean, I want him under my control. I want to be able to send him running with his tail between his legs.
Okay. So as you reach out and touch him, his face turns toward yours, and he has that kind of in the middle of a hunt expression on his face, and when he catches eyes with you, that almost immediately falls away. His instinct is to back up to the corner. He pulls away, almost like what he was having to do with Judith's shield, but to a much more extreme extent. He looks like an animal backed into a corner. And as he locks eyes with you, you see his face kind of almost go slack. And I want you to roll a d6.
Okay. One.
He definitely seems to be frightened, intimidated. He doesn't seem like he's in any place to be aggressive, but you're not sure you could actually command him to do anything. And as you're in this moment, this kind of triptych of you and Judith, who's catching her breath on the floor, and this creature, someone jumps up from the open grate. Someone in a midi dress, kind of periwinkle blue. She has long strawberry blonde hair and twinkly blue eyes. Hi.
Do I know this person?
You can put a face to a name with Knight.
I will.
You, Allie, know who this is.
Partial success.
Cool. So you know basic, like pretty much what people know about her. This is Kara. She's great.
Yes.
Everyone loves her.
Okay.
She's a vampire, in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah. I pray. Okay. I definitely do the eyes that burrow thing.
Would you read me that, please?
Mark corruption to lock eyes with someone and force them to be still for as long as you maintain the gaze.
Interesting. I want you to... Okay, I'm trying to think what would be appropriate for this. Because the vampires can do something, see. So I would like you to roll... I think it's... I want you to just roll something with spirit. Anything
Okay.
with spirit.
Oh, hard miss.
Yeah, okay. So, as you go to lock eyes with her, there's something about just her energy that's very different than this creature. It's almost like you're having to split attention to keep this creature who's closer to you still. And you can't quite move that attention to get her as well at this point. But she is not making any aggressive move towards you. She's kind of like found a, like a sideboard down here and is like perched on it.
You have no place here.
No, I found a seat.
I won't play your games. You don't belong here.
Like, here, like... Do you want me to come closer?
This is a sacred space. It is a holy space, and you are all that is unholy and grotesque, and you have no place here.
No one's ever called me grotesque before. Ooh. No, I think I kind of like that. I really thought you would be more fun from everything I've heard about you.
I want to try and do to her what I'm doing to her boy toy over there.
By letting him go?
No, I want to hold them both.
Okay. Okay. You can roll something with spirit again. This is particularly because of a vampire thing.
Partial success.
Okay. Here's the, I'm not saying devil's bargain because I am a very, very kind person. I would never do that. So you can either have a little bit of a hold on both of them that they can fight against, or you can have definite hold of the goon.
I want her to feel some of the power that I'm wielding here, so I guess it's the former.
All right. As your mind kind of has to, this energy within you kind of splits into, I want you to mark 1 corruption and 1 harm.
Okay.
And the 3 of you are locked for this moment. Back to the warehouse. Pip pip. Oberon, you've transformed.
Yup, and his guitar turns into a pair of axes.
Get the fuck
So I
out.
went super, on the nose.
Get the fuck out.
Awesome.
Oh boy. Yeah, Ophelia is going to reach behind her and pull out the sword that's disguised as an umbrella, like one of those novelty umbrellas.
Yep.
At the same time, she's kind of making a show of it because she's reaching into her pocket with the phone.
Uh-huh.
She would have Doyle on fucking speed dial.
Absolutely.
She's calling Doyle,
Cool.
but the phone's still in her pocket.
Love it. I am making you roll for that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then she will transform, taking corruption to automatically do it and get everything that I want.
Whee!
Yeah, don't I need to roll to transform?
Yes, I believe you do. What do you roll? Like blood, spirit, it's something. Wee. Do you know, Mal?
I don't. I'm gonna assume it's blood though.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
blood.
It's blood. I just
Yeah. Devil inside, roll with blood.
That's a miss.
Okay, on a miss, you choose one and you owe your patron a debt. Okay. You can either gain armor +1, heal 2 harm, inflict 1 harm, get a demonic weapon, or get demonic movement.
I'll take the weapon, I guess, because I said that's what I did.
Cool. So you can either have 2 harm close, which means it reaches like close proximity, or 3 harm hand, which is like they got to be like right up on you. Like no swinging, they've got to be like right up on you.
It's probably 2 harm close then.
Okay. You got it. Belle kind of gestures behind her. Like I said before, this place maybe used to be like there's all sorts of things in here, from like old decommissioned Mardi Gras floats to like a little like some workout equipment. Is a ton of stuff. And in the middle is a kind of boxing ring. And Belle just kind of gestures behind her.
I think Ophelia looks at the boxing ring and looks at her wings to be like, "Well, it still count if I'm in the boxing ring if I'm in the air?" To Belle.
It counts to me.
She will smile and take off.
Oberon with his 4 arms just each axe and saunters his way up there like nothing's wrong.
The phone is ringing Doyle as she's in the air.
Oh yeah.
I think she does like kind of look down to her pockets at like the glow, and just like hopes to God he won't break his pattern and will actually pick up.
So as he's sitting in coconuts, drinking, and Pour Some Sugar on Me starts playing, he looks around, he's like, "Yeah, it sounds great, play it." And then he realizes it's coming from his phone. Oh shit. Swipe. Hello? Hello?
I think as Ophelia's in the air, she's kind of like, okay, I think might have picked up. And I think she'll just calling down towards Oberon. I feel like, I mean, it really sucks that we have to fight here at the warehouse. It's like not the place I would have picked. Too bad it's just like one-on-one as well.
Check, please.
You can take off. I assume you have a tab here.
I don't know. This is the first time I came in was when Kay died. So
Oh damn, right.
I almost...
It seems so long ago.
We set the place on fire the last time we were here.
Oh right. Why did they let you back in? Oh well, Penny's gone, so that's why. Yes, you can pay your tab and go.
He pays his $400 bar tab, and then he walks outside, checks the wind, and heads towards the warehouse at top speed. He's going to be jumping on car to car to get to where he needs to go.
Like just as himself? Like,
Fuck yes, myself. Who else am I gonna
Okay.
be? Can't be
Okay,
Eden. Eden doesn't talk to me anymore. Doesn't text me or call.
so you're sloshed and you're jumping on moving cars, or?
Yes, I need to get there quickly, so I'm using cars to get there.
Okay. Ophelia.
Very good.
Yep.
I think she just looked at her phone, sees the glow is off, and like, okay, well, either he picked up and heard me, or nothing happened. And so she'll just kind of circle above, just out of like jumping arm's reach. She knows Oberon's like general range. She's just being that asshole that's like 1 foot out of reach of that.
Okay. Oberon, what are you doing?
Oberon will jump a few times and see what game's being played as far as the staying out of reach, and since he doesn't know what she's thinking, he will take and with a pair of arms throw one of the axes towards her.
Yeah. Unleash an attack. Okay. So on a miss.
Did you roll yet, or is that the old?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the old one.
I don't have unleash. Where is it?
It should be the first one. It's under blood.
There it is. A 10.
Woo! Very nice. Okay, so you inflict your normal harm, which is 2, and you can choose to either inflict terrible harm or take something from them.
Can I force her to the ground by taking something from her? I realize it's...
I would say if you inflict terrible harm, she'll definitely well, no, because she's got armor.
And you. Tough as nails.
Right. How much does that reduce it by? 1?
Minus by 1.
Yeah. We can say that if you pick inflict terrible harm, even with her reduction, we can have it hit one of her wings and she'll at least be closer.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. So it would be up to 3 minus 1 because you're tough as nails. So that's 2. And this axe is thrown, and you're pretty quick and you're far away, but maybe it's just misjudging his how much of a fan he is of living, that the axe hits you in the wing, it clips you, and you feel not as flight worthy.
Yeah, I think it definitely like takes her for like a small spin.
And he, as this all happens, he's just like, "You've never played this hard to get before."
I mean, sometimes you gotta work for it. And she's going to swoop down with her sword.
Go for
and
it.
try to attack him. Well,
Oh my god. How much damage does your sword do?
my sword's the same. It's the
The 2 close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you want to inflict terrible harm or take something from him?
I want to take that axe. That remaining axe he has from him.
Okay, so that's 2 harm to you. It's interesting. Usually it would be a lot harder for anyone to hurt either of you at all, but because you're kind of matched up, your damage to each other seems to be pretty equal. Usually it would take someone like Claire to be able to do almost anything to you. But you feel this 2 harm. Do you go through? Do you slash, pierce?
I think it's a slash across his arm.
Mm-hmm.
The one at the back that's holding that axe over there.
Yeah.
Enough to really like just bring the pain.
Yeah.
So that she can grab it before flying back up.
Yeah. What do you do with it? Do you just keep it?
No, she's gonna toss it off to the side.
Belle catches it.
Yeah.
Belle catches it. And then puts it down by her side, outside of the ring.
For all of our YouTube viewers, I would just like to say that one of our chat members, Other Doc, just said you should have brought a nun to an axe fight. Back to you, Lauren.
A+, Jim. A+. Oberon, what do you do?
Even if it breaks the rules at this point, I guess he'll use his extra arms to try and climb the building to get back up to where she flew up.
Okay, totally. Yeah, that's doable. Nobody is calling a foul. You see some of the witches have kind of wandered off looking bored. But the vampires are pretty into it. I mean, you know, if Kara could have popcorn, she would have popcorn if she ate anything. So, yeah, you can climb up there. It would still probably take you a jump to get to her, but much more doable than trying from the ground. Yeah.
Okay. I get. Then he'll climb and he'll leap at her and try and grapple. Knock her down to the ground.
Unleash that attack, bud.
10.
Yep. Inflict terrible harm or take something from them.
I want to take her sword away now.
Yeah. Good. Fair. So you take. Well, he doesn't have his thing, so it's just a hand. So I'm gonna say because of your armor, you don't take any damage, but he does indeed take your sword. What do you want to do with it, Oberon?
He just he tackles her and he just grabs the sword in his hand and wrenches it out and tosses it spinning towards the ground.
Yeah, Belle catches it with her other hand and just places it down on the ground, leans on the ropes looking up.
And then if I can, I'd like to be using the leap, push them both back down into the ring.
Yeah, I'd say you're heading that way. Yeah, absolutely. Ophelia, what do you do?
I want to try to flip it so that instead of me being under in this trajectory.
Yeah, totally. I think it's got to be unleash again. If y'all think of something else you want to do, like another move or tactic, let me know. But physical attacks are going to be unleash.
No.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
You have a +1. I don't know if you want to use that for any reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, so that making it a 10. Do you want to inflict terrible harm or take something from him?
Would it be cheaper if I take away his freedom of movement?
Sure. This is all good. I like this. I like this play on it a lot, actually. So you do 2 harm to him, which brings you to 4, Mal?
Depends. Do I still have the harm from the mist?
I didn't think about that. No, neither of you do.
Okay. So then, yes, that brings me to 4.
Oops. And are you like spinning him in the air so that when you fall, you're on top?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thud.
Uh-huh. You hear somebody clapping. It's Kara. You don't know her, but it's Kara.
Yeah, and she definitely has like the crystallized arms. I think are kind of leaning down to pin his arms down.
You know this is gonna be hard. He's got 4.
Yeah. She's putting all her body weight into it.
Okay.
He just, oh God, he gets an arm free, and instead of attacking, he looks at her, and I'm gonna say in the scuffle, his glasses came off. He looks up at her, and he's just like, "Finish it, Ophelia," and then he grabs her, pulls her in, and kisses her. And he's gonna steal a debt, and there's a very specific debt he's gonna steal.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because Ophelia has a debt on Belle.
Yep.
So Oberon steals that debt.
Ophelia, what do you do?
Oh. You know, I think for a second she, one, can't help but kiss him back, but also two, she can't help but laugh when she like pulls herself off, because and it's like one of those like, it's not a soft, nice laugh. And she'll just kind of she'll grin. So this is the kind of game we're playing.
Always has been, isn't it? Someone's got to come out on top.
Okay. She. It's gonna be a fun. We're pushing the tainted stuff here. I think that she's going to she's gonna probably just like, after that catch, probably just punch him.
Is it an emotional punch or one that is intended to cause harm?
I think it's an emotional one.
All right, you punch him. It's a good punch.
Yep.
I was gonna just go insert why not both gif.
I mean, it kind of was, but I think if anything, it's just her. That's her instinctual response to this.
Ophelia.
She's gonna turn her head.
Finish him.
He just looks up at her after she punches him.
And she's going to she's gonna just lean down and letting go of one of his arms with one of hers, with the sharp claws that are her hands right now. She will just go straight for the heart. And that's a miss.
As you let kind of this survival instinct take over and your claws are getting toward his heart, it's the eyes again. It's like they're pools, and you stop just short. And everything in the room kind of freezes as the two of you are lying there. And then the sound of a huge metal door swinging open echoes through the warehouse.
Is this a warehouse? God damn, it looks like a hen house because all I see in here is chicken shit. And his jaw unhinges and 2 jets of gas come out and he blows flame every fucking where.
And that's where we will end this week's episode of Bad Moon Rising.
Are we raping Malin for another session?
Oberon survived. We will discuss what Mal wants him to do. All because of a miss, which is great. Oh, dice, oh, dice, oh, dice. Anyway, let's go around and check in with everybody. Dear sweet Evangeline, hi friend. You're gonna show up and it's all gonna be fine.
I'm really glad that she didn't show up before Doyle, because that could have been really bad.
I was just thinking that would be bad.
That would have been really bad.
I did this for your sake.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
this very much.
You are welcome.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm Avery. I go by Mappa online. I'm an artist and a cosplayer, and my commissions are open right now. I've got a pinned tweet going, and commissions open. Just fill out the form, and I'll get to you when I get to you. I've got a queue going, and I'm chipping through them. So yay. And I'm also on the Skydeckers Academy on it's Thursday evenings. Yeah, Thursday evenings. Playing D&D 5e. Playing 3 Hells and Back, where I play Thistle, who is a dear sweet paladin, who is like the mom of the group. And after that, I'm playing Rise of the Wardens, which we play a Dragon Age campaign, where I play the good old Tevinter mage, which is going down really well considering we're playing during the first blight, and Tevinter kind of fucked up. So that's me.
I don't know anything about that, but it sounds awesome, and Avery's in it, so you should watch it. I'm great. Good job, Lauren. Good segue. Allie, who is also good, not as good as Evangeline, one level under of goodest.
Oh, good. I can take that.
I love you.
I love this campaign. I love this story. I love how just straight up batshit crazy this whole thing is. It's so much fun. And getting to play with all of you is like my favorite thing. And getting to play for the amazing Legion is my favorite thing. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming to hang out with us on Monday evenings. You can find me on Twitter at Allison Robinson with 2 L's and a Y, and check out my pinned tweet for all of the really interesting stuff I've got going on. And I'll see you around the multiverse, friends. Bye.
Wee. Alrighty. Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Hey. Hi.
Have I wronged you in a past life?
Yes.
What have I ever done to you, Lauren? I just,
I think I'm the Count of Monte Cristo and you're Guy Pearce? I don't know.
That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point.
Totally.
I'll discuss that in a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's just one problem after another for Ethan.
You're not fighting anyone to the death. You're not consumed by fire. You're not fighting vampires.
But
what are you complaining about?
I was essentially blackmailed by the vampires to work with them. His sort of girlfriend isn't really actually his girlfriend, but the doppelganger of his girlfriend. His little sister is the secret dragon, like, cohort of one fucking Doyle over here, who's being hunted down by a cabal of evil racist dragon hunters. He's still forming his pack, which means they're all kind of iffy on him. And then you're framing him for murder. The head of the biggest
wow, that sounds really bad. That sounds kind of bad.
You're just fucking piling it on. I can't take it anymore.
Hey, just
Hi,
mercy.
I'm
just
Tommy. I'm Imperator Pengu on the Twitter sphere, and my voice is now gone. Because I just can't. I just can't right now. I just can't.
Tommy, all you have to say is mercy. Come on, say it.
I refuse.
Say it. It's so easy. Just say it.
I'm Tommy. I'm at Imperator Pengu on the Twitter sphere. I do tabletop RPG stuff across the web. Specifically tomorrow, I'm over on the Greyhawk channel running the Paradox Report, a D&D 5e supernatural investigative campaign. It's a lot of fun. You should check it out. Otherwise, you can find me, as always, here on Mondays. I do a lot of the intro videos for this channel. And otherwise, follow me on Twitter. I always announce what I'm doing before I do it.
Just say it. Say it. Come on.
I'm not going to give you that satisfaction, Lauren. That's because I know it's not going to do jack shit. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to.
I love Tommy and I love planning for Tommy and world building with Tommy. He's wonderful. Also, just say it. Let's go over to Greg.
Hi, everybody. Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team here on the Twitch. A lot of fun stuff coming up. We've got May Black Roses Bloom on Wednesday at 8 p.m., DM'd by Donathan Fry. We have on Friday the beginnings of our community event, which is our Outbreak Undead from Hunters Entertainment. It begins at 12 p.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern. 5 people go into Garrett, Maryland to take on a bunch of vampires. It should be fun. It builds off each session, each week, as new members of the community create a narrative. It'll be a lot of fun. And then what I would like to promote is on Saturday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, I will be taking part in and DMing some fabulous folks in a Kids on Bikes game from Hunters Entertainment. Serena, X-Marie, Carlos, Kritz, and Stubby Stan from Rivals of Waterdeep. We're going to have some fun with the Roll20 Con and do a little riding bikes and solving mysteries and stuff. And then back around the horn on Sunday for our continuing Mission Star Trek episode campaign at 7 p.m. And then you're back on Monday, everybody, where we go with Realms Remembered at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then right here for Urban Shadows Bad Moon Rising at 9 p.m. Eastern. Back to you, Lauren.
I'm muted for some reason. Kiana.
Hi. This was wild as always. I love it so much. It was really nice being able to kind of show what Ophelia was and kind of delve into that little bit of backstory as to why she's like this. Now, it's not a happy story. And I don't know if we're going to get a happy ending, but we'll see. It was fun playing with Mal as another variation of trash fire pairing that we tend to do. This is just our legacy now, I guess. And just to have that, all those fun moments. The duel to the death ? I'm sure that won't have consequences. Not at all.
Why would it? Nothing has consequences.
Nothing has consequences.
Who has consequences? I don't know her.
I don't know her. But yeah, until next time, y'all can find me over on Twitter at KennaS. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. Come over the internet, doing sorts of tabletop stuff, whether that's streaming or writing or shouting to the void. I'm part of the team here on Tales from the Grim. I'm Mod Mom over on the Discord. Big thing I'll plug is that today I released a new DM skills thing with my good friend John. We released Lulu's Guide to Holophants, which is a D&D 5e bestiary and playable race. So if you fell in love with the Holophants from Descent into Avernus, specifically Lulu, and you wanted to ever find out how to play them or how to incorporate them into your game, we have a whole guide that had a bunch of lore and other really cool stuff in it. So definitely check it out. I believe the bot has given you the links in there, so check that out if you're in chat right now. Or just look up Lulu's Guide to Holophants on DM's Guild. Yeah.
Yay. And Mal, how does it feel to be alive?
I'm not dead. Holy shit.
I know.
I broke the streak somehow. Thank you, Dice. I had a blast. It's always fun being here. I'm super sad that I didn't get to play in character to meet Eden and Evangeline and everyone else, but I was a lot of fun coming in and just causing fucking chaos for Ophelia and her life. You can catch me Wednesdays on Scraticus Academy playing horoscopes with Allie, where we're in modern day San Francisco hunting cryptids. It's amazing. You can also find me Mondays starting next week on Doors of Daenerys, Alice's long-term campaign on the Academy, where I've been asked to join as a permanent cast member, and I'm super excited. Other than that, I'll have a pinned tweet going up soon with some other things as they get announced, and then you can find all the info there.
Fantastic. Reg, can you take us out?
I sure can. And I would like to mention that Pope is in chat right now. For anybody watching on YouTube, Pope is going to be taking part in the Outbreak Undead on Friday. Pope and Matt and Susie and Charlie and Just Jason, and they will be part of the feast. And I hope Pope is a member of the 5 food groups and tastes good, because it's going to be fun. Anywho, as the campfire goes down, there's only one thing left to say. You can't always roll nat 20s, but you can always roll play or breathe fire. That's fun too. See you next time.